Welcome to episode 4 of our Arkham Asylum series.
Batman, what's happening?
Oh, hi, Oracle.
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find...
Alright, so where are we heading now? Sorry to interrupt that conversation. I was just unaware of where we needed to go. Alright, so we just need to take a left and then up once we can't go left anymore.
Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
Alright, those look like some enemies. Detective vision is really powerful. So you can see enemies from pretty far away. Again, it's really useful, but you don't want to be playing through the whole game with it. Let's go ahead and catch the Joker here.
Oh, me and Frankie go way back. I got him out of a spot of bother a few years ago.
Spot of bother.
So when I need security codes or an old man to be clubbed to the ground, I know just the man to ask.
Frank Bowles is not a very nice person. Not a very smart person either. You know, pretty much anyone who works with the Joker is, I mean, unless he's got Joker on the leash, and even then, not a very good idea. It's, you ought to be checked for even thinking about that. Iceberg Lounge, Gotham City. There's the Penguin. And I don't believe he's actually an inmate because I think he's actually quite perfectly sane. He's just a very mean and brutal criminal. I don't know. Maybe some people would think of meanness itself as a mental illness, but probably not cleanly treatable. That was actually a battering.
His mother would have felt that. Did you see how many teeth came out? It's the bat!
Ooh, we lost some frames here. We're having some frame issues. Yeah, we're definitely not going to try out the graphics. We're still getting these frame problems. Took those guys out nice and clean. Once you get the battering, any two people you have the drop on, basically no problem to just instantly get them.
Warning, intensive
splattered.
Treatment.
Where are we heading? We're heading the
All
exact
floors
opposite
are
direction.
at level red alpha. All transport links are temporarily disabled.
Are these guys alive? Just the ones that we handled. Sort of the injustice of it. All the nice people are dead, but because Batman's
Oracle,
nice,
I'm at the holding
all the
cell.
bad people are
I'm
alive.
setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Exactly.
Good job.
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy.
Most
Let's see what
basic
the
way to
forensic scanner
describe
picks up.
how you look for a
I can
for a
follow
suspect.
traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere.
That's pretty impressive.
I've got a trail.
Batman's
Great. You follow
technology
it.
never ceases
I'm
to
grabbing
amaze.
every reference to Arkham I can find.
I guess you shouldn't worry too much. I always get frustrated when people talk about how unrealistic superhero franchises are, because I mean they're superhero franchises. I mean if they're realistic, then they'd just be, I don't know, regular hero franchises, like a normal hero. No one wants to be called a normal hero. What if it was just all one word and you use that to describe heroes that weren't superheroes? Maybe in some superhero universe they just think of superheroes as regular heroes, and then they have this one-word word for superheroes without any powers. Which I guess Batman would technically fall under. I don't know. If anything, Iron Man and Batman both prove the best superpower in any universe continues to be money. Maybe it's just because they're both American.
Hello? What's happening there? I'm trying to contact Steve. Is he there?
Ah!
Oh, one second.
Try again.
I'll see if I can find him. Thank you. I'm sorry. I've looked everywhere, but I can only find his head. I'll get back to you when I find the rest of them.
You got a new message. Can we use that? No? Whoa, what was that? Oh, we can press E for the cloak as well. So we can press E or middle mouse. Interesting. Any of the other buttons actually do anything? I guess not. Alright, so there's more.
What's taking so long?
You're a friend. Another reason not to always be walking around detective mode. Though in this case we need to be because we're following the trail.
Unreliable. How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
He's Joker. You should ask how he can't get free of a certain place.
Man.
If that ever happens.
Doesn't want you following us just yet.
Get down!
I remember on... I'll talk when things aren't exploding and there's not a cutscene. I'll talk in a cutscene. What the heck? I don't talk what I want to talk about.
What the hell happened?
How did you like that, B-Man?
I didn't.
No way to
Dropped an
follow
elevator.
us
That was
now.
mean.
It's trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready.
Anyways, I saw this thread on Reddit. I like how they call it shimmy. I saw this thread on Reddit. Someone made a theoretical, how would you engineer a cell that the Joker couldn't escape from? Someone made a good point, and it's not really a point that's accentuated in this game, but in the comics and universe it usually is. It wouldn't be that hard to make a cell that the Joker couldn't escape out of. It'd be pretty hard to make a cell that all the people who might want to use the Joker could not break him out of. And usually any kind of breakout is a chaotic situation, and no one is quite as good as the Joker at taking advantage of chaos.
Quick! It's clear! Get your ass in here!
I would have said that again in his accent, but again I have my little ears are about.
Plenty with a hired help, Harley.
That's the way we need to go, so we're gonna see if there's something useful here.
Did you hear that? Sounds like practice number 5. Another valuable employee for the organization.
Extremely valuable. I've seen how much you value your human resources, Joker. You know, if you actually, utilize them a little more sensibly, you might have gotten rid of Batman a while ago. You just need a better HR department. Maybe try outsourcing. Gotham's kind of lacking in talent, being perfectly honest. It's all already been taken up by Wayne Enterprises. We're no longer able to get that trail. I'm keeping detective mode on to keep an eye out for little trophies. Yeah, we'll turn it off for now. Again, you don't get to see the aesthetic of the game as well if you have your detective mode
Failure
on.
to comply could result in action that could lead to injury or loss of life.
Anyone around? Oh, look at that. There's some bad guys over there. If I recall correctly, there's no way to sneak up on them. You just gotta have a straight up fisticuffs with them. Can't really use fisticuffs as an adjective. Subject too small.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
Yeah, I won't talk during those. I guess I can since there's I guess I can later on since there's subtitles and so on. They get their own little facts sheet, which is based for a person and not a slab of rock. Also, let me check. Alright, so I had noticed there was a little thing there that you could switch around where the camera was on this little grid, and that's just the only one that was off this one. There is the new Frank Bowles bio, and again, just gonna flip through that real quick. Pause it if you're interested in it. I don't want to, because I imagine some viewers are interested in watching it and some aren't. So,
They don't stand a chance.
you know, I'll just make a compromise for everyone. So they're gonna see us instantly once we climb up. So I'm gonna get quiet a bit while I just focus on smacking on them.
Get out of here, find his family, and waste them all.
That's cold, man. I like it.
I don't.
He's here!
Got a nice little animation on the person I think was threatening the dude's family.
Not yet,
That
but
was
I'm getting
appropriate,
close.
I think.
Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
Alright, we got another upgrade. And like I said, we're going to be focusing on our karate moves. The question is, which one to get first? I think I want to get the special combat throw first, but it's a toss-up between that and the batarang. The critical combo strikes doesn't matter right now because we don't have anything that actually requires a big combo. It's nice to have for the XP. It's nice to have for the XP. Well, so is the throw and the batarang, though. So you get the variation bonus, and the throw is actually worth a lot by itself. Honestly, I like the batarang. I'll just get the combo batarang for now. And yeah, we're going to upgrade our karate before anything else, so sooner or later we're getting all of it. So it's not too big of a deal which one we pick first. Frame rate issues. Interesting. We've got a much lower frame rate in this area, and it's dipping as well. My fraps is showing it's holding stable at about 30 right now. Earlier in the video it was going between 60 and 45, and now it's going between 30 and 20, and sometimes dipping below 20.
Please! I got a kid!
I go.
Don't have to. Right. I don't have to.
Not fast enough to save the father.
I want to. Okay,
Joker's goons are honestly evil enough. I think they might actually need some time in the asylum.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio.
It doesn't let me.
Sounds like
It
Joker's
does let
crew
me
got
move
their
here.
hands on weapons.
I almost want to see if I can just
I'll calibrate the
casually
Cowl's vision
walk
mode
into their
to
field of
isolate
view.
armed henchmen.
Nah.
The direct
Just seems
approach is
silly.
suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
They didn't like to call this a section when I remember reading a long time ago when they were developing this game in a magazine. They didn't like to call the stealth sections stealth sections. They preferred to call them predator sections. And the explanation was you're stealthy because you're too weak for your enemies, but you're a predator when you're purposely trying to break them down. And so I was really confused because after I read that, the game finally came out, and then he said the direct approach is suicide. You know, so that seems to be more in the mindset they were trying to get away from with the whole predator mode moniker. But I guess that didn't make it to the end game. All right, that was quick and clean. No justice for the father,
The boys are
unfortunately.
just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
The funny part of this, the Joker can very definitely see you, but he doesn't really care.
Oh, look who it is.
You can obviously see you.
Burning.
I probably should have let him finish there. Sorry.
I suppose I better
Let's see if I can restart from checkpoint and get his voice bite, and I'll be right back.
Finishing off.
And we're back.
Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Well, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way.
He is.
You need to set a trap.
Where could he be?
Must not
Yes,
leave
must
this
set the trap.
building. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, boss. But the bat is as good as dead.
I hope you keep your promises, boy. I'd hate to have to go and punish your family just to teach
Maybe
you
that's
a
why
lesson.
he knows you're behind him. He just
They
wants to
won't
see
be
if you'll screw this guy over.
But Joker!
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, we can't do that. I was thinking maybe I could just leave him alone.
I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. Maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise.
Joker really doesn't care about his dudes, which really only hurts him. Anyways, in reality, this is probably where I should cut the video. So, we'll see you guys next time.